hmm You know, I'm really sure, yes, that for you to be able to issue a protection order and dissolution of marriage, yeah, you actually have to have jurisdiction. And as much as you said, well, we're just going to do it, I'm sure about my right to sue you. Now, you've obstructed my rights for the last 8 years. Yeah. hmm Since July 8th of 2011. And since we weren't residents of the state of Washington, you had an obligation to serve me before you issued the first protection order. Now, I didn't get a copy of the dissolution of marriage. Yeah. And then you no longer have continuing exclusive jurisdiction over the minors named after they're the age of 16. Yeah. So for quite a few years, you haven't had any jurisdiction. Well, you can't just decide that you're going to not enforce the jurisdiction of the United States. Now, these individuals that have large amounts of money, yeah, I'm going to sue them. And they will find that I will take every asset that they thought they owned, yes, and then I will fire all their employees, yeah. Now, it is this way, yes, that if you no longer have a job at the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, you'll have to find employment someplace else. And for those in the K&L Gates, yeah. I feel confident in saying, yes, Arizona Board of Regents, yeah, University Drive, Archdiocese of Seattle, ooh, 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 Catholics, oh, family interest grant making $10,000, yes. You know, I emailed quite a few Catholics. Mm, Archdiocese of Seattle. Um, $10,000 doesn't seem like quite. Could you get me the Archdiocese of the Catholic denomination? Yes. You know, my thought is that Bill and Melinda might have been involved in what's known as the making of clones. Yes. And William H. Gates, the senior, might have been very involved in wanting to clone, yes, those that are called citizens of this nation. Now, it's not just the contributing of the corrupt monies to violate the laws, yes, but if I can prove in a war crimes tribunal that the Gates family actually contributed their own funds, yes, or the foundation's funds in the researching of the cloning technology, mm, well then you would absolutely lose everything you own. Now, did you want to? Well, did any of these organizations that received any of the foundation funds, was the Asian Institute of Technology involved in the researching of cloning, water, sanitation, and hygiene? Yeah. Any of this have to do with cloning? Discovery and translational sciences, yes, $50,000. Emergency response, family planning, $1,500,000. Association of Francophone. Do you have any knowledge of a technology, yes, that can be used to clone citizens? Now, well, I haven't thought of Dolly the sheep for a very long time, yes. And that pink slime that they were serving, yeah. hmm And I thought that when you made lookalikes using the genetics of people, do, do you know of how to make twins and triplets? Is there anybody in the Gates Foundation? Now is really going to be a very difficult explanation that you, as the former CEO of Microsoft, have no knowledge. Yes. Now there's Obama Foundation. Yeah. Well, you gave them $5 million family interest grant making. The former president of the United States. Yeah. You know, for all the emails that I've sent that It could be that the Obama Foundation, yeah. Does Barack Hussein Obama, former president of the United States, that has $5 million from the Gates Foundation, yes, have any interest in making me a grant as a citizen of the United States that has had my family parenting rights terminated? Yes, because of the issuance of a protection order. Yeah, that has forgery and fraud on it. Yes, where my rights are being violated. Yes, there was no termination of custody rights hearing. Yes, and there is no exclusive jurisdiction of the state of Washington. Now, I know you used to be the president, but is there some reason why I wouldn't just email the Barack Obama Foundation? Yes. I'd email you a copy of the protection order. Yes. I give you an explanation about why it is that I need former presidents of this great nation to give me some money so I can get an attorney to represent me in a lawsuit against your foundation. Yes, for having any knowledge right now. Why don't you get me the individuals that are employed in the Barack Obama Foundation and exactly how this $5 million was spent in interest grant making that happens to do with the family? Pooch. Now, I think I fit the definition. Yes, of one of these low income homeless families, yes, that should be able to get a grant from the foundation, yes, so that I can